You are now watching The Lone Blown. Blown!
Yo, what's poppin' YouTube? We are back here at The Lone Blown. Thank you so much for joining us today. And if you're not a subscriber, feel free to subscribe right below this video. And while you're at it, be sure to like it, check out the description for this deck list, and let us know how you feel about this deck in the comments below. Jumping into it, I was watching Luke Morsa's Celio's Network YouTube channel, and I saw this video that included some invitational deck lists for special Japanese events. And as I've been exploring for the Atlas POG 2020 Championships for this format, Ultra Prism The Darkness Ablaze, I've been looking all over for some really cool decks. This is one of the coolest decks that I've seen. It's an inspired list by a player who is running a Falinks Tapu Koko deck. So the way that the Falinks Tapu Koko V deck worked was we have a format that has Pokemon that are weak to fighting, and in Japan, I guess they're more worried about Salamence VMAX than we are, but they did run a Tapu Koko V line. Largely, we should be worried about Eternatus VMAX, and we should be worried about Vikavolt V. Falinks V and Falinks should both do a really good job to take care of that. So the Falinks allowing us to do some extra damage, and we can attack with these Pokemon. Pretty cool overall. And then the reason why I decided to go Vikavolt V, it's very similar to Tapu Koko V, but we can use Paralyzing Bolt to give ourselves a better Baby Blacephalon matchup, and we can give ourselves a better Control matchup. So if we could beat Control, and if we could beat Baby Blacephalon, and we could beat Eternatus, and we could beat Vikavolt, that means that this deck might only struggle against Centiskorch VMAX, and that's saying a lot about a kind of deck like this. The way that the deck works is we have Falinks takes less damage because Iron Defense Formation. We actually can attack with Giga Impact in this deck because we're attacking with Team Attack. We're doing 30 damage for each of your bench Pokemon, and that has Falinks in its name. So we're trying to get those big one-shots on our opponent to do that extra damage. We got Vikavolt that's doing Super Zap Cannon, so 190 damage, but we're mainly playing it for Paralyzing Bolt to stop our opponent from playing items real quick. We have the Dedenne-GX here. As a typical, we need to draw cards. We need to get Lightning Energies into the discard pile for Tapu Koko Prism Star. Tapu Koko Prism Star is a great energy accelerant for Vikavolt V and for Falinks. We got Marshadow so that we could play down our Thunder Mountain Prism Star if our opponent has a Chaotic Swell in play. Thunder Mountain Prism Star is a great way for Vikavolt to cost less, or we could even attack with Dedenne-GX in the right circumstance. We have Professor's Research to do the same thing for the Tapu Koko, get Lightning Energies in the discard pile. We also have Cynthia because we want to be able to draw into some cards. Boss's Orders so that we could bring up whatever we want on our opponent's side. Bird Keeper, so if we're playing against Control, we can get at the active spots. And this deck doesn't really play Switch because we don't really need to be playing Switch. We're either attacking with Falinks or we are not. And this gets us 3 cards as well. Quick Ball is for us to get Lightning Energy in the discard pile, and all of our Pokemon in this deck are basic Pokemon. Got Turbo Patch, so we can power up our Pokemon very quickly to get those big attacks off. Acro Bike allows us to discard Lightning Energies and draw through our deck. Ordinary Rod is so when our opponents start taking out some of our resources, we can always get them back. Lana's Fishing Rod is because we do play a slew of Pokemon tool cards that we can get back, and we can also get a Pokemon back with that as well. So whether we need another counter gain, Giant Bomb, or Air Balloon, we can always get those back. We have Adventure Bag to search out those tool cards to make the deck a little bit more consistent. Copy of Counter Gain because our attacks cost 1 colorless if we're able to use Counter Gain, or 1 Lightning Energy. We have 2 copies of Giant Bomb just so when Pokemon start doing 180 or more damage against us, we can do some decent damage back to them with the Giant Bomb, forcing them to get knocked out. We got the Air Balloon to give us free retreat. It is searchable with Adventure Bag, and we can get it back with Lana's Fishing Rod. And then we have enough Lightning Energies to work with the Vikavolt, Tapu Koko, Thunder Mountain engine. Capture Energies so that we can get out more Falinks to use Team Attack. And then we have Twin Energies so we can attack with Falinks Twin Attack. So overall, I think this is a very interesting rogue deck going forward with the Atlas POG event. Is it 100% refined? There's no way it's going to be refined. We're going against a metagame day one of where can players acquire cards, what are players actually going to play, etc., etc. Vikavolt, I don't know what it's going to be on PTCGO day one. Is it going to be 10 packs of Darkness Ablaze, 15, 20? Are there even going to be any for trades? I'm not sure. So that it's going to depend on a lot of factors. And for myself as a day two player, I'm going to sit back and observe day one, see exactly what's going on before I decide what I'm playing day two. But this is definitely one of the most interesting choices, and it seems like it has a decent matchup spread. I might be onto something. This might be a terrible deck idea, but I wanted to throw it out there to you just to give you an option when it comes to building this deck. So give it a try. Let me know what you think about the deck in the comments below. And like I said, be sure to subscribe to the channel, whether it's going to be for the tier 1 decks or if it's going to be for these decks that are a little bit in between that. Maybe it's one of the best decks I've thought of. Maybe it's one of the worst. Again, let me know in the comments below. And we'll have more content for the Atlas POG and other formats on the channel, so be sure to check that out. All right, everyone, have yourself a great day, and thanks for watching this video at the Lone Black.
Really hope that you enjoyed watching that video. I totally enjoyed making it. If you enjoyed it, be sure to like the video, share the video with everyone that you know, and subscribe to the channel as well. Totally appreciate all the support. We got a lot of cool things happening on the channel, so stay tuned for more. Be sure to check out the social links in the description. Thanks and have yourself a great one.